What is going on, guys? So today we're checking out a new piece of technology to the channel, and that is dash cams. And this is the ROVE R2-4K DUAL. So this is a front camera and a rear camera that does all sorts of recording. It's got amazing features. But with that said, let's jump in and check it out. Now, first off, I want to thank ROVE for sending this over for us to make this review. Granted, everything that is in this review, all the things that I talk about are specifically my own thoughts. They have not influenced this in any way, but they did send this over for me to take a look at, so I do appreciate that. So shout out is due. So first off, as I mentioned, this is the ROVE R2-4K DUAL dash cam, again, with a front camera and a rear cam. That's why it's called a dual. And right out of the box, the cool thing about this package is that it comes with a 128GB memory card. You're looking at 4K resolution on the front camera and 1080p on the rear, which is a huge plus for capturing detail on the road. I did a bunch of testing this. I drive with it now every single day. The video quality is really nice, but it's really great to be able to capture both back and front simultaneously. Now, I have a pickup truck, and so having being able to look over my truck bed and see everything that's going on in the rear and the front is super beneficial. When I talk about rear cameras, there are some cameras that have two cameras, one facing the front and then one facing into the cab. This one, you could configure it that way if that's the way you wanted to. You just put that rear camera somewhere in the front and be able to see everybody inside the vehicle. My purpose is I want to see everything that's going on in front of me and everything that's going on behind me and capture that in video, and that's what this thing allows. Now, the other great thing about this camera is it is equipped with Sony's STARVIS 2 sensor, which they're touting as the best low light clarity that you can get. It's also got dual band 5G Wi-Fi, meaning you have super fast video transfers on your phone, up to 20 megabits per second. What's cool about this is right now, from everything that I've done research-wise, that is one of the fastest Wi-Fi transfers on a dash cam that you can get. And where that's important is when you are transferring content or looking at content on the phone from the device, you connect to the device Wi-Fi, and the speed at which it transfers is up to 20 megabits per second, which is very impressive because when you want to get those big video files or photo files off of there, you want to do it as quickly as possible, and that's what that allows. Now, when it comes to installation, actually it was pretty darn simple. The kit includes really long cables, which made it easy for me to hide everything under my car's trim. So right now, if you got into my truck, you don't see any visible wires. Even from the rear camera, I was able to actually wrap that around to the entire outside of my door and then trim all that stuff and hide it really, really well. So if you got into my truck, you would see the dash cam on the window, but you wouldn't actually be able to see any of the cording, which is really nice. Then once you get it all plugged in and get it powered up, setup was super fast. The ROVE app really simplifies things. So when you install the ROVE app and you connect it to the device, it makes it really, really quick and easy to adjust all the settings to kind of get it dialed into the way you specifically want it. The other thing that's really nice about that is that you can control the settings, download footage, and the app itself is just super intuitive across the board, which made it really, really nice. I would consider myself on the techier side, but somebody who doesn't have a lot of tech experience would be able to figure this out no problem. Now, what I want to talk about is the video quality on both cameras, because I'm genuinely impressed with the quality of the actual footage. Now, I've tested a few dash cams before this in some friends' cars and stuff like that, just to kind of see what they look like. Wasn't super impressed, but they were on the the lower cost end. But this one really stood out, both day and night footage, thanks to that STARVIS 2 sensor and the front camera's f1.5 aperture. Every night recording I felt like was really crisp and clear. And I'm going to show you some clips during this that's going to show you daytime and nighttime recording, and you'll kind of get an idea of what I mean. But the overall quality was actually really, really nice, even with a little bit of the aberration that comes through because you're looking at the camera through kind of an angled windshield. I felt like the quality was fantastic. So if you're looking at the video footage, I mean, realistically, it makes it really easy to see road signs, license plates, even in low light conditions, which isn't always the case with dash cams. The other thing that's great about this is that it has a 150-degree wide angle view on the front and a 140-degree wide angle view on the rear. So it captures a lot of the road, so you're not missing any details, even on the sides of your vehicle a little bit. It covers it really, really well. And then, as I mentioned, though, the Wi-Fi is an absolutely legit feature. The 5G connectivity means that you can download a 4K video clip directly to your phone at speeds of up to 20 megabits per second, which is super convenient. The ROVE app lets you do it. It makes it simple to tweak all the settings, update the firmware seamlessly, which I found super useful. There's even built-in GPS for live speed and location tracking stamps directly on the video. So you get a solid proof of routes and speed, which can be an absolute lifesaver, especially if there's an incident you need to have all that data. It can have all that right there. The other thing I liked about it is that you can adjust the length of clip size. So if you don't want these massive files, you can turn the amount of video recording as it cycles through down to a smaller bit. And so you can kind of adjust basically the video size quality, but then also the quality of the video that you get. So it allows you to kind of really match your specific purposes with this. Again, all those settings, all those options, all those things, it's pretty slick. Now, one feature that I really like about this as well is a feature called the 24-hour parking mode. However, I should mention really quickly that this mode requires an additional bundle of wires and capabilities. Now, it doesn't come with this in this kit, but they do sell it separately. Basically, what it does is it allows you to put your car into parking mode, which allows the camera to kind of go into a dormant state, come on and record if it tracks basically motion or gyroscopic movement. So basically when you pull into your car, if you get this all set up, you pull into your driveway, it goes into parking mode, and what happens is, again, it's using very little power, so it's not draining on your battery, but if somebody walks in front, in back, if something rattles the car or moves the car, it comes on and starts recording both cameras. So it's kind of like a 24-hour alarm, emergency recording system. So if there's people breaking in, sneaking around your vehicles and stuff like that, you can capture them while it's in a dormant mode, so it's not using very much battery on your car batteries, things like that. If you don't have that functionality, if you don't have that extra piece of equipment, you're not going to be able to turn that feature on. So it's going to protect you from not being able to turn that feature on. But if you do get it, like I did, it's a really, really cool feature and it's just a really nice security feature, especially if you live in an area where that's a concern. So guys, ultimately, if you're looking for a great high quality dash cam setup, I think everybody these days should be considering dash cams. I think it's just a nice thing to have for your security, for your safety, for insurance claims, just for capturing, stuff going on the road. They're just great to have. And if you're looking for just a solid bundle that's high quality, easy to set up, and I felt like the price was very aggressive and really, really well done, definitely consider checking out the ROVE R2-4K DUAL. I think they've got a great bundle here that comes with basically everything you need to get up and running in a very short amount of time. But guys, as usual, I hope this video was helpful for you, and I'll see you in the next one.